mosh pit and made no injuries. I got him stage diving, and she hit that. She was talking about forever, got a whole week, but she know my baby mama isn't. She be throwing up the like we both. She keep my like I'm Moby. I'm way too gold for this beefing like I'm Kobe.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year, they took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, we've heard the term unicorn given to rare players with great height and perimeter skills like Kristaps Porzingis, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Amazing to think. DA, thanks. And tonight, clubs from each conference, Smitty, but they know each other very well.
They have a lot of history between these two teams, a little bad blood. I like competition that gets a little edgy. They're playing for pride, Kevin.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Davis is out there with Alexis Ajinça. And it's Mirotic in at the three. It's stolen by Ajinça. And Mirotic has it in the corner. No good from outside. Mirotic against Batum. Rebounded by Ajinça. Here's Davis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Off the bounce, AD has all options available to him, using the entire court as his canvas to create.
Now here's Lamb. Outside, Walker. Second chance shot. No good from Henry Gomez.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Now here is Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's Davis at the elbow. And good that time. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And a wide open look for Walker. It's good from long range. Walker's got himself on the board with three there.
They finally hit one after missing three straight.
Holiday goes in. Davis with the bucket.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stands very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now, here's Walker. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Trains the three-pointer.
And if you can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
Opens up opportunities for everyone, makes the offense its most dynamic.
And here is Davis following Jeremy Lamb's three. Moore dishes to Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And here's Walker. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Davis. 8 points for him. Outside Mirotic. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And that shot is like a layup for Mirotic. That one well within his range.
Walker against Holiday. And a wide open look for Lamb. No luck that time, and the would have put them on top. Pass to Moore. The shot from the low post is good. Moore's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Last season, Anthony Davis took his defensive game to just another level. He was always a good defender, but he started to become dominant with his quickness and length. Just a menace on that end.
Batum scanning the floor. Walker with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Hernan Gomez finds Lamb. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Shot's good by Walker.
Yeah.
You think you want to tell me if you want something or not?
I told you that when you left.
I can't hear you.
I said that to you when you were leaving. The bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. All right.
And so here's New Orleans. Holiday with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Davis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Off the pick and roll, AD used his size and took full advantage.
Walker against Holiday. Offensive rebound. Hernan Gomez passes to Walker. Holiday with the block. Moore outside. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Moore's got 5 points so far.
Each one Moore understands the game, knows how to execute his role, knows where to pick his spots.
Walker with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Walker kicks to Batum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And that's from beyond Josh right back at you. This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now here is Davis. He's got 10. He dishes it to Ajinça. Tries again. In deep. Davis drops it in. 12 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Ajinça. And here's Moore outside. Shot clock reset for New Orleans. The shot's good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Lamb. Really struggled in their loss against Utah. And the best Hernan Gomez. Just 5 on the clock. Over Holiday. Hernan Gomez, no good.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
The advanced skill set of AD. When he gets to feeling good, he's a really hard guy to stop.
And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for Charlotte. 9-point game. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Now Lamb. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Pelicans leading by 9. Here's Mirotic. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Heritage has got 5 points so far.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
And the Hornets call time here.
Last season, Anthony Davis, he didn't win MVP, but he was in the running. Was absolutely remarkable with his play on both ends of the floor. James Harden deserved the award, but in a lot of other seasons, Anthony Davis is your MVP.
So, whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Julius Randle's checked in for New Orleans. Darius Miller comes in for each one more. Here's Bridges. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And Smitty with Anthony Davis. You figure it's just a matter of time before he wins an MVP award. Finished third this past year.
Yes, he's starting to reach his potential, and it's a scary prospect. Nobody can slow him down on offense, and defensively, he is so disruptive. Only a handful of players in this league can be as dominant as Davis over long stretches of the season.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Holiday against Parker. Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Monk. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Holiday, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. One on Parker. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. On defense, New Orleans, 16-point lead.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Holiday attacking, feeds it to Davis. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate, like guys he cannot miss.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Now here's Zeller, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, Kid Gilchrist, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pelicans leading by 18. Holiday looking for an opening. Over Parker. Reverses, and it's laid in by Randle. Randle's got his first basket of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He kicks it to Monk. Offensive rebound. Looking to end the run. And there's Michael Kid Gilchrist on the assist by Zeller.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And here's Miller. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Pass to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Miller. Over Monk. No good off the back of the rim. Hornets trail by 18. .56 left to play here in the first. Here's Parker. It's deflected. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Miller with the ball. Right side Holiday. Gets an open look and hits. Holiday's got 6.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
To the paint, it's stolen by Randle. And here we go with Miller running up the court, and Randall throws it down.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Now, here's Monk. No points in the game yet for him, and it's blocked by Mirotic. Davis with it. 18 points for him. Here is Miller. Launches a three. And Davis can't get it to go. Bridges against Mirotic. Bridges dishes to Zeller. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Four on the shot clock. Kicks it to Bridges. Off target with his three.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Now Monk over Miller. Monk's shot's good. Monk's got his first basket.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all three levels on the floor.
And so it's New Orleans holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Darius Miller. Julius Randle is out there with Davis. Then there's Mirotic, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And there's the pass to Bridges. Miller with the double team. Monk kicks to Kid Gilchrist. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Holiday against Barker. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Passes it to Zeller. Now, here's Monk, covered by Miller, and they pick up 2. Monk's got his second basket of the game. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Here is Davis, following the basket by Malik Monk.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
From downtown, it's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Steve, offenses have gotten so good at stretching the floor. What are defenses doing to counteract that?
I think that what they're doing right now is they're having guys with the versatility of switching. Because if you run pick and roll and you can switch everybody in front of you. And I think also right now they're having multiple guys and going deeper to have guys who are in foul trouble that they can look down to their bench and they can play 10 or 12 guys on their roster.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Bridges, and it's Kemba Walker in for Parker. New Orleans also making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Davis. Johnson comes in for Mirotic, and it's Payton in for Drew Holiday. A nice shot by Zeller.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to his stride at the NBA level. Finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and Jay James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. And so it's New Orleans with it. Following the score by Charlotte. Back to Miller. Over Monk. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Some changes for Charlotte. Ernie Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Kaminsky comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Lamb in there for Monk. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Pass to Lamb. 5 to shoot. Pass to Kaminsky. Shoots the 3. And the Hornets miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Randall no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Johnson against Batum. And it's Walker penetrating. Got a piece of it. And New Orleans pushing it up now. It's deflected. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's New Orleans with it. Randall finds Payton. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Batum. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Walker the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Walker. Clock at 6. Latrey. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Randall with the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Walker with it. Now Payton defending. Good on the triple. 6 points for Nicholas Batum.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Randall. He's got 6. Here's Miller. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there. And the Colby against Julius Randall. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Batum. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line. Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
That's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And leading the charge. On it from 12. Lamb's got 5 points so far. New Orleans leading by 22. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Randall. Zeller trying to free himself up. Randall no good. And for Batum, a steady bet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, that infamous summer of 2016 with the Caps fight. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Randall no good.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Walker against Payton. a two-pointer from Walker. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. 10 points for him.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And here is Payton. At the elbow, Randall. Trying to get something going. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Rudy Gomez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Lamb. He started close. And then there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mirotic is checked in for the Pelicans. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Utah. Johnson at the elbow. Out of hand on it. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
He hits the second from the line. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation. He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, it went right to the hole. Great decision-making there.
And stolen by Mirotic. Covered by Lamb. Off target from three-point range. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up to the Charlotte Hornets. Now the pass to Lamb. Back to Batum. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Mirotic. The feed to Johnson. He kicks to Payton. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 12.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
Payton finds Zeller. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Charlotte has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Walker with it. Now Payton defending. Kaminsky dishes to Walker. Fires from deep. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
Walker against Payton. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Johnson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The former number 2 overall pick, Wesley Johnson, bounced around for years, but has managed to turn a corner and become a productive player. You look at Wes Johnson, a perfect frame for playing hoops. 6'7", long arms, all the tools athletically.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Parker against Payton. Passes to Zeller. In the corner, it's Monk. Goes up on the wing. That one wide left.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Mirotic, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Charlotte the foul.
Beautiful shot fake from Mirotic. That's his pet move. You got to read the scout report.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now, here's Parker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Johnson with the block. Here's Mirotic. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Mirotic has got 4 points this quarter.
Gotta respect the speed of Mirotic, sprinting down the floor and beating everyone to the bucket.
Parker kicks to Bridges. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Wes Johnson, never an elite three-point shooter, but good enough that you got to get a hand up.
And the Hornets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Zeller with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. But no one around him. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, this whole period for him has been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mirotic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Never lacking for confidence. Nikola Mirotic, a seasoned veteran of European play. If he has the ball, he's looking for a shot.
Monk with the ball. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays and try to turn the tide.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they could control those things, they'll be okay.
And that wraps up the half.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Charlotte. The buildings of downtown shining in the background. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Batum outside of the 3 with Kaminsky at the 4. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Batum. And Mirotic sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Good on the shot. Walker's got 17. Here's more. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. to the right side. Right side, Holiday. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Argenza with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets are coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And for the Pelicans, they can now start to look at the future in a different light. Now they have a team that can compete in the West with the core. It's just about adding the right pieces around Anthony Davis.
Walker against Howard. And Walker kicks to Batum. Davis with some nice deep. And of course for the Pelicans and their future, Steve, last offseason was spent trying to get Cousins back.
Alvin Gentry, the coach, said the team wanted Cousins back despite the injury. Didn't quite work out the way they hoped with Cousins leaving, but this team showed they can compete without Cousins.
The Pelicans have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
To the left wing. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Batum, good. Batum's got 11 points. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside, Davis. Kicks it to Mirotic. Pass to Argenza. Pocket 6. More up top. To the inside. That's good from Mirotic on the assist from Moore. Moore's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And when you're in catch-up mode, you can ill afford these kinds of errors.
I feel like they're getting ahead of themselves. Just need to rein it in. Focus on each individual possession.
Holiday against Walker. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. He's got 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Lamb. Elbow shot is on the way. Mirotic grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Holiday, the pass to Argenza. Goes up to the stripe. Another one falls for New Orleans.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Hornets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Now Lamb. He's got 5. And that's a foul called an Alexis Argenza. That's his first foul. And the pass to Lamb. Moore with the steal. Here's the break. The 15-footer. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 8 rebounds in this game. Walker surveying the floor. Out to the wing. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Charlotte no good that time either. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him. Back on to this lead.
Now here's Lamb. He started close. Walker finds Hernan Gomez. Holiday against Walker. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will return possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Parker's checked in. Walker against Holiday. They need this. Walker's shot is off.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Davis. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Kaminsky. Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Monks subbed in for Walker. Now, here's Monk, guarded by Holiday. Moore against Parker. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 to shoot. It's Samart. He takes it up and lays it in. Kid Gilchrist has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
It's a thing of beauty watching an athlete that graceful, but that powerful.
The Hornets shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter.
And last season, a bit of a breakout for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season.
Bridges kicks to Kid Gilchrist. He's off on that one. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Tony Parker grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's the three. The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. To the paint. There's Ajinça. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Ajinça's got 6 here in this quarter. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken jaw from the fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back. And despite all this, his defensive rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
He feeds it to Ajinça. Nails it from the high post. Ajinça's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Parker with the bounce pass. Now, here's Monk. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Zeller passes to Monk. Good on the jump shot. Monk's got 6.
And I love the fact that he has great confidence in that jump shot. Monk does a great job of shooting with quickness, but never rushing.
And play stops. This on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
Parker against Moore. Parker kicks to Monk. Takes a three. It's good from long range. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. So Payton will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Randall outside. Takes it off the glass. He's got 8.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the wing right side. Bridges passes to Zeller and taken away by Johnson. And Zeller kicks to Miller. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
1:52 left to play in the third. Passes to Bridges. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Parker against Payton. Randall outside. Miller outside. Back to Randall. Kicks it out to Johnson. Clock is at 3. A three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Monk, the pass to Parker. Here's the floater. They recover it and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Hornets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Both shots good from the stripe. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Payton against Parker. Payton kicks to Randall. Pass to Miller. They get it back. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 9 points.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've got to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus.
Zeller dishes to Parker. Good work there as it goes.
As always, the defense trying to challenge Parker physically. Here on the drive, he meets that challenge.
Randall finds Payton. Back to Randall. It's stolen by Monk. Pass to Bridges. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Randall right side. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's New Orleans. Going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. Let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing. try and take away.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So the Pelican 5 right now. Johnson is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Tyler Zeller. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Miller in at the 2 spot. Here's Monk. And the layup's good off the glass. Monk's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Charlotte.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Randle passes to Miller. Back to Randle. To the middle. Miller, no up.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. We'd like him to be more efficient offensively.
Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Miller in the corner. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Back to Randle. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 4 assists now tonight.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
This has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Count that bucket.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. Here's Bacon. He's guarded by Johnson. That one off the back iron and out. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hornets shooting at 36% in the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Graham with the bucket.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Payton kicks to Randle. To the left side wing. Zeller finds Payton. 5 on the clock. Inside. Here's Miller. And Payton pulls it down.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
There's the pass to Bridges. And the officials call it for a 3-second violation.
And when you're in catch-up mode, you can ill afford these kinds of errors.
I feel like they're getting ahead of themselves. Just need to rein it in. Focus on each individual possession.
Payton kicks to Randle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even further?
No, I think the players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
Bacon's shot is off. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
To the wing right side. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And go outside. Dishes it to Miller. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Graham kicks to Monk. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those are kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing a super team. That's why I think it's changed.
Biombo, the pass to Bacon. Count it.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Payton kicks to Randall. Miller outside, shoots over Graham, and Miller with the basket on the assist for Randall. Charlotte shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. And here is Graham. On the shot clock. Monk. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Payton kicks to Randall. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Bridges against Payton. Deflects the pass. Over in the corner, Zeller. Back to Payton. Now the dish to Zeller. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pass to Bacon. Down low. From deep. Pelicans with the rebound. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game. Kid Gilchrist, he checked in for Bacon. Now here's Bacon, guarded closely. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And Zeller kicks to Miller. Launches it.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Graham, the pass to Bridges. Over Randall, and that one goes long.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Count the basket.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
And so here's Charlotte. Graham with the ball. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up par even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
Here's Monk. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Peyton finds Miller. Randall against Kid Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Peyton outside. Johnson dishes to Randall. It's Biombo with the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's Monk. Lays it up off the glass. Monk's got 12 points in just the second half.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working, and no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Ajinça kicks to Moore, and Holiday has it in the corner. 3-pointers off the mark. Charlotte has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down. For them here on the floor. Here's Graham. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Can't hit the free throw line jump. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Moore outside, feeds it to Davis, lays it up off the glass. Davis has got 30.
If the game seems easy for AD, that's because it is. He's taking the time to develop the fundamentals of the game.
Graham kicks to Monk. 11 feet away and off the left side of the rim, and it swivels in for him. Monk's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight he did it by owning the boards.
Now Monk, right wing, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Graham. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where's your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives them. I'm a lot more patient. Let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.